Virginia. How are you guys?
Hey,
How's it
good, thank
going?
Good. So nice to talk to you. Beautiful Disaster. It's obviously based on a brilliant book and it has a dedicated fan base with readers who have a pretty strong attachment to these characters and the story. How did you feel about taking on these iconic roles and bringing them to life on screen?
Jen?
Well, it was really fun taking on roles that are so loved to people. In our case, we really did a pretty big departure from the books. So we hope book fans aren't too mad at us because we definitely made the characters our own and really made the story a bit different and brought it into 2023 because it was written a long time ago. And I think certain things in the book wouldn't necessarily fly today. So it's always fun to have people that already love those characters, but sometimes it can be a bit intimidating as well because you want them to still be happy with what you've done and not be too upset.
Yeah, to echo those sentiments, I think we all did a lot of hard work to kind of bring these characters into modernity a little bit. Um, but I mean, I think the best way to do that is to actually read the fan reactions to what the characters were for the books instead of actually reading the book through your own bias, which is something that we were kind of both, I don't know if I can speak for you, Jen, but we were both very conscious of. So we did our best and I hope you guys like it.
I was reading the fan reactions too. I loved it. I think a lot of people really loved it. You did a beautiful job with that, as in the title. Now, you guys, obviously, as you said, put a lot of work into these characters and really created their own personalities and a lot that came across with that. You guys are reprising your roles in a sequel, Beautiful Wedding, which is very exciting. What are your hopes for the continuation and development of these characters as you continue to play them?
We've already shot the sequel, so that's in the can. And whether or not that's our last journey with these characters, we don't know. We love working together as actors, and we've created a really fun sort of set family with the other roles in this as well, Austin North and Libe Barrere. So hopefully, if it's not on another beautiful disaster movie, we all get to work together again sometime soon because we all really do love each other.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I love it. Now, Beautiful Disaster, it's known for its raw and emotional and very beautiful themes, including love and loss and personal growth, and a lot of things that fans really relate to. How did you guys connect with this story in your own way, and what do you hope audiences will take away from the adaptation and your performances?
I think Beautiful Disaster is going to surprise a lot of people. I mean, I think that when you go into the movie going experience and you watch a movie, I think you expect a certain genre, and Beautiful Disaster kind of defies genre means in a lot of ways. Like it is action, there's romance, it's sexy, it's funny, there's a lot of different things there. For me at least, when I first read the script, I thought that was what was so enticing about it. Yeah, I think people who go to the theaters will be pleasantly surprised, and people who watch it from home will be surprised at how genre defying it is. And it's a classically good movie going experience, in my opinion.
Sorry, I muted myself because my dog's.
Oh, that's okay. No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, don't be sorry.
Yeah, I think for me, Abby hopefully can teach the lesson to some people. I mean, she's really closed off and has a lot of walls up at the beginning of the film because of her history with her father and her past, and it kind of takes Travis and him to finally let her drop her walls a little bit and let herself fall in love. And so I certainly think that was a really strong thing that Abby was able to do, and a very beautiful thing that Abby was able to do. And I hope that if anyone else is feeling afraid to let love in or feeling afraid to really be themselves, that hopefully Abby can inspire that in people.
Now, the original source material for this book took place well over a decade ago, which is a very distinctive time in teen culture. Are there any challenges beyond what was written in the script? Were there any challenges that sort of came about with adapting these characters to the modern day setting and sort of bringing this story to a modern day?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I think that there's definitely like we were uniquely primed to have some challenges to adapt a book from that day and age because I think the sentiment behind characters of this sort has changed immensely. So we were all very conscious of how to bring them into the future, per se. And so we did a lot of work to make sure that both Travis and Abby were characters that could live nowadays. while at the same time not neutering them both and making sure that they remained true to their kind of book adaptation characters. And I think we really hit a good kind of middle ground with that. And we were thankful to work with people who were talented in expressly that regard. So
Yeah, I echo everything that Dylan just said. Obviously, it comes with its own challenges and with trying to make fans of the book happy as well, because we did want to take these characters and make them feel a little bit more 2023 friendly. And I wanted to give Abby a real backbone and make her a strong woman and be able to stand up for herself. And from my understanding, I believe the book may be a bit different than that, but we wanted to be able to take on these characters and make them our own and make it for what we deem to be maybe a little bit safer for today's world. So yeah, I mean, it's all you can do, I guess, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
I got lost with what I was saying as I was saying it. I got distracted.
totally
There was
okay.
a hummingbird outside my window, and I went, "Ooh, pretty hummingbird."
wow, man.
How it goes for
Good
me.
stuff.
The child.
You guys are so lovely to talk to. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it.